Hello everyone, you are watching VD Chemburites and I am your host Shakti. So today we are back with a new episode of Learning Disabilities, but with a new guest. So the guest with us today is a clinical psychologist and a learning disability specialist. She has been working closely with parents and children for many issues. She is also the founder of Reach Out Counseling Center, which is in Ghatkopar. If you want to reach at Reach Out Counseling Center, we have given the link in the description. Uh, so please welcome Ayona Hegde. We are going to discuss about remedial education for children with learning disabilities. So let's begin with the episode. Ma'am, what comes under remedial education?
Okay. So, hi Shakti. Thank you so much for having me on your Chamber Rights channel. And it gives me great pleasure to be here to be discussing a topic which is which is very near to my heart. That is issues of children with learning disabilities. So, for starters, when we say remedial education is a kind of additional help given to a child to fill up the gaps in the child's basic knowledge. So, what happens is we see children struggling in school. For example, I could say that if you have a second grade child who is still not able to read, okay, because by second grade we are expected to at least able to read the book. So if the child cannot read the book, then maybe a little bit of remedial education would help him to be able to read how the other children in his class are reading. So remedial education is a kind of additional help given to a child so that the child is able to be on par with his classmates. So it could be in maths, it could be in reading, or it could be in writing, any of the skills.
Okay. But ma'am, why is remedial session required for children with learning disabilities?
Okay. So children with learning disabilities are at a disadvantage, Shakti, because they have issues with their visual perception. Sometimes they have issues with auditory perception, and they are not able to understand what the teacher is teaching in a regular classroom. So what happens is when the teacher is teaching in the class, the child is not able to get the entire information, like that 1 hour that the teacher is teaching. The child is not able to understand everything that the teacher teaches.
Okay.
So there are gaps in their learning.
Okay.
And to fill up these gaps in their learning, we have to plan remedial education for children with learning disabilities.
Okay. So, ma'am, how is this remedial session conducted?
Okay, so that's a very nice question, Shakti. For children with learning disabilities, we plan individual sessions for each child. Okay. So for every child, we plan something called as an IEP, which is an individual education plan. So when a child comes to me who has issues with learning, I will first take a test and see which areas he is lagging behind.
Okay.
So if he's, whichever class he is in doesn't matter. So once the child comes, you take a test, you find out which areas the child is lagging, then you make a plan for that child. So the remedial education session can be anywhere from 1 hour to 45 minutes.
Okay.
And that 1 hour is planned totally for this specific child. Okay. So it is broken up into small modules because our children are not able to sit for 1 hour continuously studying.
Right.
Okay. So what we will do is first 5 minutes we will have some game and activity so that the child gets interested in the studies. Then we will make the child sit for some time and teach him something. Then again we will do a small game where we will find out whether he has understood what we have taught him. Okay. Then we will give him some 5 minutes to write. Okay. Then we may give him some 5 minutes to color. And we give our children movement breaks after every 20 minutes so that they have time to go around and come back. So in a 45 to 1 hour session, the child is happy, the child remembers what he has studied, and he is able to move ahead academically.
Okay.
So this is a remedial session for a child with learning disabilities.
Okay, it's a tough job.
Actually, it's fun, because the children also enjoy and the teachers also enjoy with them.
Okay. Okay. So, ma'am, there are schools, there are counselors in schools, but if
Yeah.
we didn't get any help from the school counselor, so from where else can parents get a special counselor or a special
Okay.
educator, and how cost effective
Yeah.
it is?
Okay. So basically, a school counselor, unless that person is trained to be a remedial teacher,
Mhm.
she will not be able to help the child as far as the academic content is concerned. Okay.
Okay.
So school counselors are normally psychologists. If
Okay.
they do additional training, they can work with the child. But
Hmm.
if they are not able to work with the child, there are a lot of other centers which offer remediation programs for children.
Okay.
So now you would ask me, where will I find them?
Mhm.
So people who are doing occupational therapy,
Okay.
or people who are speech therapists, attached to their clinics, you may find remedial educators.
Hmm.
Or even privately, people are practicing remedial education.
Okay.
These people will be able to help you, to plan a program for your specific child. And the second question you asked me was about the costing for a remedial session.
Yes. Yes. Ma'am. I have heard
Actually,
actually
since
it is
it
quite
is,
expensive.
yes, yes, since it's a very, very specific program only for one child.
Okay.
Okay. So it is like a very specific tuition class only for one child.
Okay.
The costing also goes much higher. Okay.
Okay.
But if you find somebody who is able to uh, give you a set amount for a whole month for your
Mhm.
child, and
Mhm.
if you can negotiate the costing, it is still worth putting your child for a remedial program.
Okay. But ma'am, where can we find such classes around Chembur
Around Chembur.
for a lower middle class person who doesn't have so much income but has to do something for his child?
Yeah.
So how is it possible for them?
See, as far as, I would suggest, Shakti, that every parent who has a child with learning issues should
Mhm.
take some interest in their own child also,
Right.
because external therapies are expensive.
Right.
We don't go to a doctor and negotiate ki, charge less for me
Right. Right.
because I have come, I cannot pay. We know people take loans and pay doctors fees also.
Right.
So basically, the thing is that remedial education is necessary for a child. Yes, I
Absolutely.
agree with that. And actually, there are people who are doing it, at a minimal cost also. But
Right.
for that, you should be able to, get across to those people who are doing things at a lower rate.
Right.
Okay.
Right, ma'am.
And not necessary that if somebody is doing it at a cheaper cost, they are doing a very good job.
Right.
It is not possible that
Hmm.
because for this field you need to bring a lot of equipments, you need
Okay.
lot of games, you
Right.
need to keep upgrading your knowledge, so
Right.
people cannot afford to give it at a lower cost.
Low cost. Right.
Okay. That is the main problem with remedial education.
Okay. So, ma'am, what kind of activities can we do with that children at home as a remedial plan?
Yeah, that's a very nice question, Shakti. So as I was saying, as a parent, you are your child's biggest champion.
Okay.
Okay. Your interest in your child is much more than the counselors, the teachers, everybody, whoever works with the child. So as a parent, what you can do is, I always tell parents, you take a simple test of your child. So if your
Hmm.
child is grade 1, you just make the child sit in front of you and see whether the child can read his book.
Right.
Okay? Or you give him a test for maths and you
Mhm.
see whether he can solve those simple 1 plus 1 sums.
Okay.
20 plus 5 is how much? Those
But
kind of questions you give.
this question at what age will we give them?
So first standard child, whatever is the portion in the school book, Shakti.
Okay.
So if first standard they are doing simple reading, your
Simple
child
reading,
should
right.
be able to do simple reading.
Right.
If they are doing simple maths, your child has to do simple maths.
Okay.
If your child cannot do that,
Mhm.
okay, every parent will understand when their child cannot do the
Mhm.
studies. So normally what we do is we put them for tuition class.
Right.
Okay. So tuition class is not the solution to the problem.
Right.
Okay,
Absolutely
you
right.
first need to know where does your child stand in that academic story. No?
Hmm.
So what we do is, if you send a child to me, I may make the child read his first standard book if he's in first standard,
Okay.
and I will understand that okay, now this child cannot read.
Hmm.
Okay, so if he cannot read first standard book, then I will give him senior KG book to read
Okay.
and see whether he can read senior KG portion.
Hmm.
Okay, so if he can read senior KG portion but cannot read first standard portion, that means there is a gap.
Gap. Right.
There is a gap between the senior KG and the first standard.
Okay.
So all the activities that we have to do is to fill up that gap between senior KG and first standard.
Okay.
So for doing that, now thanks to Google and so many other things, there are so many YouTube videos available.
Right.
You can start a reading program for your child where you make the child practice simple reading words.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they are called as sight words.
Hmm.
The sight word list is available online.
Okay.
Even if a parent picks up the sight word list and sees whether the child knows how to read these words,
Mm-hmm.
the reading level will go much faster.
Okay.
Okay, and there are simple videos online. You can also write simple sentences like this is a tree, this is a dog, this is a cat, and ask the child to read.
Mm-hmm.
The one problem that happens when a parent teaches is we tend to get very anxious if the child is not studying. No,
Hmm.
we get very angry.
Right.
We lose patience.
Right.
With the child with learning issues, you should never lose patience.
Right. Right.
Because the moment you lose your patience, the child will not learn.
Hmm.
So you have to be happy, and happy children learn faster.
Okay. Right. So this is
So
this
that is
was
the
a,
guru mantra actually.
this was a very good message for the parents,
Yes.
and not to get irritated so soon.
Not to get irritated with your child at all. Not when you are teaching the child.
Right. So, ma'am, you want to add anything else? And you want to give any message for our parents?
Well, I would say that, as a parent, you should be very involved with your child. Whether it is your, I have seen parents ask children, did you eat your tiffin? Did you enjoy school? Okay. Now, other than that, we can also ask, which subject did you like in the class? How was the teacher teaching? Did you understand what the teacher taught you?
Hmm.
Okay, so this shows that as a parent, we are also interested in his academic content.
Right.
No? More than whether he ate the tiffin or more than whether somebody hit him or didn't hit him. We have to make our children understand that their education is also very important for us.
Right.
And I have so many parents who do not know how to read themselves. Okay, I work in a school which is lower income school. So many of our parents, many of our children are first generation learners. That means their parents don't know to read.
Right. Right.
So the parent says, "Ki ma'am, I don't know how to read. I don't know whether he's reading."
Hmm.
So I tell the parent, you just make the child sit in front of you when you're doing your work and behave like as though you know everything that he's doing.
Hmm.
Just make sure that he opens his book and reads in front of you.
Right.
So the child also knows that I have to be serious about my studies.
Right.
And we can start this from junior KG only, Shakti. We don't have to wait till child goes to 10th standard and tell him you have to be serious about your studies.
Right, ma'am. So in this remedial education, are there any sessions for parents too?
So remedial education, there are motivation sessions for parents. Okay. Even sessions on how to handle their children's behavior. Because not knowing academics is not the only problem with the child with disability. You will also have behavioral issues. They will be very low motivation to study. The moment he sees the books, he will run away. Now that will happen to us also. No, if we cannot understand what we are reading, why will we show interest in studies?
Right.
So the parent's job is to motivate the child, to make it more interesting, to tell him, okay, see, if you study, then today we will go and do your favorite activity. Okay, maybe we can go and play in the park. Come on, study fast, study nicely, motivating the child.
Right. Yes, absolutely right.
So our job is to, as a remedial teacher, our job is to make academics very interesting for the child.
Right.
So imagine taking a child who does not like to study at all and making him very happy to study. That's a very big task.
Very big task. It's a tough job, I said. It is a tough job.
Very tough job, yes. It's a tough job.
So ma'am, we'll meet again with a new episode, ma'am. I think we should meet again. Seriously. It was very interesting
Okay,
to hear.
so
It was very interesting to hear you.
Thank you, Shakti.
And I think
So yes, we could talk and decide, maybe we could pick up another topic and
Another
discuss
topic, right,
because learning disability is a very interesting field.
interesting.
There are so many facets to this problem. Yes.
So, this
So
all things
I have
happen.
managed to teach children who are in 9th standard AAE,
Okay.
9th standard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you say something
means
about the case studies?
Okay, so Shakti, I had this child who came to me when he was in 8th standard,
Okay.
going to a regular SSC medium school with a learning disability certificate,
Okay.
and he had got 2 marks in maths.
Okay.
Okay, in 8th standard, 2 marks,
Okay.
and in English he had only 10 marks. Okay, this was 15 years ago when I started my career.
Okay.
So when he came to me and the mother was literally crying, she said, "Ma'am, I don't know what to do with him." So I told her, I said, "It's okay, give me some time." So I worked with him for his 8th standard. I worked with him for his 9th standard. Then 10th standard, the portion becomes too much, no? So the
Too
child
much,
started tuition outside,
Mhm.
But we gave him facilities. The Maharashtra State Board gives facilities for children with learning disabilities.
Yes.
So if you have a certificate, there is a facility available.
Yes,
So you can take lower level mathematics. You can drop a subject. You can take typewriting. Okay, you can
Okay.
take bookkeeping. Yes, there is a facility.
Okay.
So we gave him those facilities and he got a 77% in the 10th standard.
Okay.
Okay. So we were so proud of him. Then he wanted to join commerce. So he joined commerce in college. And you will not believe it, Shakti. 2 years ago, he came to see me with a mithai ka dabba and his visiting card.
Mhm.
So he had started a mutual fund business.
Okay. Very nice.
Okay. He started a mutual fund business and he told me, "Ma'am, because of you, I am here today."
Okay. It's a proud moment for you.
I think that is something fascinating.
Right.
Yes, it's a very proud moment for me.
So, ma'am, thanks for coming for our show. Sure, ma'am. And we'll surely meet again
Thank you, Shakti.
with a new topic.
Surely. Sure.
So friends, this was Iona Hegde with us, a clinical psychologist. If you want to hear anything more from her, if you have any doubts, any questions, please write it down in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching our video.